think that's what people have different opinions. My own opinion is many people feel a need to eat meat, and I wouldn't want to say they can't eat meat, in that we are designed with this sort of set of teeth and so on that suggests we're omnivores.
Yeah. But omnivores means that we can, would you agree, that we can either live off plants and plant-based
Yes,
foods, or we can have both?
yeah, it's a choice that people make.
But what about the individual choice of the animal, of the individual, not to be exploited and harmed?
Yeah.
Okay then. Yeah, hi, good morning. My name's Tim. Thank you for agreeing to my social experiment. Can I ask what your names are?
Graham.
Philippa.
Nice to meet you, Graham and Philippa. And what's their name?
This is Jessie.
Right,
She's
okay.
a black lab for those who can't see.
Yeah. We've had Labradors in the past as well. Yeah, they're lovely dogs. Very hungry dogs, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, so my social experiment, actually, funnily enough, is about our relationship as humans with animals.
Yeah.
So it's technically human animals' relationship with non-human animals. What do you think about dogs, for example? Do you think that they should be treated like objects, or do you think they should be treated like individuals?
Individuals.
Yes.
I concur.
Yeah, and why is that? Why is that important?
I think they're as important as we are.
Yeah, it's important as we are. Yeah, okay.
They have a character,
They have a character, yeah.
and well, people often use the phrase, we talked to someone today, she's part of the family, and yes, for us she is part of the family.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I exactly know what you mean. And so when we've had a dog in the past and they sadly die, it is like it's the same
Yes.
sort of bereavement, isn't it? Well, very similar. Yeah.
Key factors are the same. Yeah.
Yeah. Key factors the same. They have. Would you agree that they have emotions? They have a will to do to live. They're motivated towards positive experiences to avoid pain. They're motivated towards what they consider their family, which is yourselves, and that type of thing. Okay, what do you think about the animals that we farm? Do you think that they have a similar sort of experience of the world?
Yeah, I mean, they've got different sort of intelligences, I suppose, but yes, basically, they seem to have the same rights.
Yes, yeah. Well, interestingly, did you know that pigs are known to be quite a bit more intelligent than dogs?
Yeah,
We don't,
I've
yes.
heard,
Yeah. Do you think that it's fair what we do to them, the farmed animals?
Basically, in the way we do it, no. In the way we do it, in the industrial scale.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think it would be fair to do on small farms to, for example, dogs?
I think that's what people have different opinions. My own opinion is many people feel a need to eat meat, and I wouldn't want to say they can't eat meat, in that we are designed with this sort of set of teeth and so on that suggests we're omnivores.
Yeah. But omnivores means that we can, would you agree, that we can either live off plants and plant-based
Yes, I'd agree.
foods, or we can have both?
Yeah, it's a choice that people make.
But what about the individual choice of the animal, of the individual, not to be exploited and harmed?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
No exploitation. I mean, it's
Yeah.
we've seen pigs that look happy in terms of this micro farms we've been to and that sort of thing. We've seen pigs on fields that are all crammed together as well, and although to be honest I've mostly seen that driving past on the motorway, and you do stop and think. You wonder what's going on.
It's interesting you say you've seen pigs, because I've never really seen them outside. Most of them are kept indoors, aren't they? But do you know what age pigs are when they're well, do you know how old they can live on a natural lifespan, if they're allowed to live for a natural lifespan?
I would imagine a natural lifestyle would be pretty good, maybe
Teens,
20, something like that.
I'm not sure it's quite as much as that. I think it's 12 to 15 years.
Okay.
But do you know how old they are when they are sent to slaughter? Typically.
Going to guess at 2 to 3.
Yeah, very
Spot
young.
on.
6 months.
6 months, yeah, 6 months.
Yeah.
That's when they get to the optimum weight that they can be. Before that, they'll have had their tails cut off, their teeth cut out, and their testes removed. All part of the mutilations that they do as standard practice, because the teeth is because they're kept in captivity, and it's to stop them biting each other, because they're going a little bit crazy with, as anyone would if they're, kept in such conditions. Same with the tails, so they bite each other's tails and get infections. And the testes are removed because apparently it affects the flavour of their flesh once they've been killed. Do you think any of that sounds fair? And would any of that sound fair to if that was Jesse in that situation,
no,
just
it's not
because a
fair.
pig was born into that
Well,
body?
I've learned some new things today,
Yeah, yeah.
No,
which
it's
I
not fair.
recoil from.
Have you ever come across the word vegan before?
Yes.
Yes.
You've probably heard a lot of misinformation about vegan,
Well,
I'm
we've
sure.
got vegans in our family.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Who are they? Which
My
members of the...
daughter,
Oh, brilliant.
my other daughter, who was vegan, but now she's vegetarian.
Ah, right, okay, yeah. Because the dairy industry, maybe your other daughter's told you about the dairy industry before?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you know about
we,
some of the
we get
egregious
a lot of
cruelty?
this, yeah.
Do you? Okay, so I'm another one of those people in your ear, but I think it's important, to be honest with you, because the way I used to think, well, I never used to think about it, the things that I used to consume. And then it was actually a speech. I'm going to give you a little resource if it's okay, with the speech on. And it helps you understand that, you know, these things are kept hidden from us. It's all portrayed as if it's all humane, which is a total oxymoron. That it's all necessary and in some way kind, and you know, a kindness that we end their life, which is crazy because we're the ones that forcibly impregnate them to bring them into existence in huge numbers in the first place. And you know, nowadays we have so many options that, you know, if you want to have a curry, for example, instead of having a chicken curry, you could make it a chickpea curry, you could make it a tofu curry. You know, you can get all the same textures and flavours. And for me, I had to ask myself, why am I doing this? Why am I paying for this? And some people will say, well, you're not going to change everyone's thoughts, but then I'm not going to make everyone stop being racist. I'm not going to make everyone stop killing other people, but I can only control what I can do for
Yeah,
myself, can't I? You know, so
absolutely, and if you influence a few, and they influence a few,
Yeah.
you know, in like our daughters have influenced us. I mean, we eat actually very little meat. We do
Brilliant.
sometimes eat meat.
Yeah.
And that's sometimes because actually, you know, I sometimes feel like, do you know, I feel a bit kind of low and a bit tired, and sometimes I just need meat.
it's just a habit, though, isn't it? It's a habit, I think.
And you know, I'm talking quite occasional, really, but I don't know. But I don't think there is a physical need for it.
No, there
Because
isn't.
obviously we
There
can't
isn't.
survive.
We've got all the science behind it now. We
And
don't.
millions of people, like lots of Hindu people, never have eaten meat anyway, I suppose. I don't
Correct.
know.
Correct.
But so, I mean, obviously there isn't a physical need. And I know there are these sort of people who do these YouTube stuff to show how strong they are without any meat and all
Yeah.
of that. I don't know how true that is, but you know.
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
very true.
they
So
are-
all for protein, which is what the building block for muscles, etc. All the 9 essential amino acids are in all plant foods in varying amounts. So as long as you're eating a varied diet, you will get enough. I go to the gym. I'm not exactly small, skinny, pale, anything like that. So
Yeah.
it's all misinformation that's fed,
that is misinformation.
driven by animal
Yeah.
agriculture to try and put people off, because it's a huge multi-billion pound industry, isn't it? You know, people make a lot of money off exploiting these animals.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I would say we have, over the last, I don't know how many years, decreased our meat intake for several reasons.
by
And
about 80%,
Yes.
90%, I'd say.
I mean, obviously, there's the cost and there's the ethical thing,
And at least I do feel
and-
guilty when they.
and also I think the taste of things in vegetarian has got a lot better with
Yeah.
more and more books on it and so on.
Yes, yes. So for me, just to clarify, because you said vegetarian, I just want to be really clear. I'm advocating for vegan because it's no animal
Yeah.
products, and it's not just vegan. Doesn't just mean about food. It's about just treating animals with respect, where
Yeah.
we don't use them.
Yeah.
Unfair usage, which is what exploitation is. You know, not for our gain, not for an end goal. It's just to leave them alone. Obviously, companionship's absolutely fine because that's in their interests and you know everything else. But when it's about using them. You know, and it's not in their best interest. That's where I think it's an issue. Okay. Can I give you a little resource?
Yeah,
Is that
well,
okay?
we need to go and buy an aubergine.
Yeah.
One thing just before you go as well. Have
Chemicals and aubergines, yeah.
Have you, you know, one thing? Do you think you'd ever could consider making that switch away from dairy, for example? Because there's all sorts of great alternatives for you know in your coffee. Do you drink coffee and tea, presumably? And I always think, oh, you know, people, you know, in my office at work, all drinking cow's milk, and I used to be exactly the same, just thinking, oh, it's just such a natural thing that you get the milk for them, they're milked and that. But it's an awful process where they're forced to be pregnant, because they have to be pregnant to produce the milk. You know, they have to give birth to, and then the babies are taken away, so it can be sold. It's perverse, really, isn't it? You know, sold to humans to drink the milk, which is for baby for calves. And us as grown adults are drinking this, and their calves are getting taken away. If they're male, they're killed. If they're female, it's the same fate as the mother. And when the mother's milk production slows, they're killed a quarter of their life anyway. It's just, would you ever switch to, say,
Well, there's things to think
oat
about.
or soy milk or anything like that, having your coffee or tea?
Not yet, because I don't like the taste of what I've had of
Have
it.
you tried oat milk?
Yes.
I have, yeah.
You don't like the taste of that?
No.
Oh, okay.
How much of that's psychological, I don't know.
Yeah,
We have
could
gone
be.
to organic milk.
It just doesn't make any difference, I'm afraid. Yeah, they still, it's the same price. They might have a little bit
Yeah.
more space,
Yeah.
but the calves are still separated.
Yeah.
The calves are still killed. And
I know.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same process. Thank you so much for
Thank
talking
you.
with me. Is
You're
there anything you'd like to ask me?
Yeah, what do you do with your research? Because I'm assuming it's unofficial research.
So
that you're
like
doing.
you said, it's not. I have my YouTube channel, you know, and the reason I have a channel is to increase the reach. So, you know, more people that can watch it, that can give a like, that might subscribe, the more it helps the algorithm that it puts out into the ether there, into YouTube. So more people can see it, more people consider it, because that's how I changed, because I started thinking about it, what people were saying, and
Well,
thinking, questioning what I was doing.
No, it's good. I mean, yeah, it's good what you're doing, because I think you believe in something passionately, and it's a good thing. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, brilliant. That's all it is. It's not about.
And it's your YouTube channel on what you're going to give us.
It's on what I'm going to give you. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It's a bit. I keep meaning to get these a little bit more professional, but they're still a bit DIY at the moment. So this one is Dominion. It's hidden footage, drone footage of what goes on in animal agriculture, because it's all hidden from us. They won't. If people actually saw what was going on, a lot more people wouldn't be wanting to pay for the egregious cruelty. I'll be truthful with you. I couldn't watch a lot of that because it was so upsetting. But so what I did is I watched this called The Most Important Speech You'll Ever Hear by someone called Gary Yourofsky. It's also on YouTube if you just search for that, and he talks through all the processes. So that really had a profound effect on me. Challenge 22 is something you can just Google and sign up to. It'll give you all sorts of plant-based recipe ideas every day, and it will also link you in with a nutritionist who can give you all sorts of nutritional advice around going plant-based, okay? And this one, #freedom, is my YouTube channel.
Right.
So if you search for that, you'll be able to watch your conversation back, and plus some other conversations.
Yeah.
And if you'd be willing to just put a little like on any of the videos, potentially subscribe, that would really help the algorithm, as I say. I'd be really grateful.
Okay.
Thanks
you.
so much. Lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All the best. Have a good day. Bye now.
I like that because it does draw me in.
Brilliant. Okay. Thanks for that. I come here when I can. Sometimes I'm down in front.